So, how did I make this? It may come as no surprise that the majority of this is made of styrene that I like to use in a lot of my builds, but the other parts are MDF base and some foam core board, which I'll get onto in a short while. Now the top of it, although it looks like a TV aerial, is actually made up of 3 different types of the styrene section, a U section, a H-beam and some flat bar sections. Once I've just bonded it in place, it just replicates the ceiling and the roof line of the unit of the Hoonigan HQ, and I did it so I could remove it if I wanted to do some videos or some photography. The container itself, straightforward in its design, styrene sheet with some L section and some H section with some corrugated cardboard down the side. And although I didn't take a video specifically of all these individual parts on how I made them, if you're interested, I didn't know if anybody would be interested, but if they did, I'll get onto and make a garage straight from the ground up with all the little parts, and add some of these other little styrene diaries parts that I've made into it as well. So here you can see the cardboard sides with doors that actually open as well, which I made some little hinges out of paper clips and styrene bar. And once it's painted and added with some of my decals on the side, it finishes it off fairly accurately to the containers that are in the Hoonigan HQ, and fairly strong as well. So onto the main platform. This was the trickiest part of the build, although it looks quite basic. The platform itself was fine. It's the staircase and the railings. I was sort of going cross-eyed and having the coffee shakes while I was making it, but as you can see, it's quite intricate. But once it all main parts were put in place, the little sections in between was fairly straightforward to do, just like that. And there you go, there's the raw parts before I painted it, offered up to the car. So once it's got a few coats of silver paint on it to replicate some galvanized metal, there you go, that is the main platform done. The little containers then themselves, just the little half containers, straightforward and same method as doing the full one. Again, roughly about the size of the cars themselves, so they'll fit in. Quite what's in the real one within the Hoonigan HQ, I don't know. I haven't seen any footage of what's in them. Presumably just storage space, I guess. But again, opening doors, and there you go. The tool chests, or the workbenches, the snap-on benches, straightforward section again, all bonded together with some little slithers cut to replicate the handles of the tool chests, although they're quite fiddly to get on. Once you put a bit of the mech bonding agent on, they'll stay in situ fairly quickly. So some videos and some photos I saw had snap-on on these workbenches. Some didn't, but I went ahead and put the snap-on ones on anyway because I thought they looked good. So onto the walls then. They come away made of 1mm foam board, easy to cut and easy to shape, with some sections of styrene in and out, with movable garage doors up and down on the little C-section runners on the inside. And I did it so, again, like I said, so I could take the videos. So I put the main structure and the beams and what have you on the wall itself so it wouldn't get in the way. And onto the left hand side, I can't make out, looking at videos and footage and photos, if this is just replica containers in the actual unit or the real containers. But for this one, all I did on the wall was use the same method with the main containers, with some corrugated cardboard, some styrene window apertures, and then for the glass I used the blister packs from the Hot Wheels cars, simply cut to shape with some photos of the actual unit behind them to give it a bit of depth and realism. And then I just did a vinyl sticker on the rear of it just for my little authenticity of build. And that's the left hand side, and the rear panel is just a straightforward panel which on the back I've put another vinyl sticker just to show off the branding, both Hoonigan and mine. So that is the bones of the walls and the internals. The structure itself, all styrene based with some L section, some I section and some square long bar tube, I suppose, bonded together for strength, and then just some replica strengthening rods on the rear, and all the legs, beams themselves will come out of the MDF board, which I drilled and then chiseled out, and then with some replica, well, real floor paint to make a replica floor, and there you have the Hoonigan HQ. So all that's left for me to do now is choose, or let you guys choose, whether to do a replica F-150 with real tracks, Escort Cosworth, Mark II Escort, or the Fiesta WRC. I'll put it out to vote, but I intend to do the full range of cars. Until next time, and thanks very much for watching.